Y'all, 50 Cent just declared war on Jay-Z and used Jay's own lyrics as ammunition. We're talking about a song where Hov literally said he loves young girls who aren't quite 21 yet. The documentary is coming, the receipts are piling up, and rumor has it Jay and Beyoncé might be fleeing the country. This is insane. Let me break it all down so it's official, y'all. 50 Cent is keeping his foot firmly on Jay-Z's neck, and he just announced he's doing a documentary on Hov next. Now, the way 50 announced this, diabolical. He posted a picture of Jay-Z photoshopped as the Predator. Yes, like the movie Monster. And in the background, one of Jay's old songs is playing. Not just any song, though. A track he did with Pharrell called Young Girl. And the lyrics? Lord, the lyrics. This isn't some random choice. 50 Cent is strategic, calculated, and petty in the most effective way possible. He's not just coming for Jay-Z's reputation. He's using Jay's own words, his own music, his own admissions against him. Remember, people have been saying for months that Jay-Z would be next after Diddy went down. Celebrity psychic Sloan Bella predicted it on multiple occasions.
Selling. Now this connects him to R. Kelly. High level pimping and pandering for the music industry through the trafficking, my camera comes through the veil when it comes to Jay-Z, and within 3 years, public favor is removed. Now, he's not the first one to go down behind P. Diddy, but he's a close second.
She said Jay and Beyoncé would end up leaving the United States, and guess what? We're now hearing rumors that they're looking to take up residence abroad. Coincidence? I don't think so. But let's get back to what 50 posted, because this is where it gets uncomfortable. Before we dive into these lyrics, and trust me, they are wild, drop a comment if you think 50 Cent has been planning this takedown for years, because the timing, suspiciously perfect. So Jay-Z did this song back in the day where he professed his love for young girls, and in 2025, this is not aging well at all. Now, Jay-Z himself has said multiple times that his life is played out in his songs. He's claimed that his music is autobiographical, that he raps about his real experiences, his real feelings, his real life. So with that context, let's read some of these lyrics, and I want y'all to really listen to what he's saying here. Mama help, I fell in love with a young girl. That's true, so true. You're the only girl I love too. But my heart was soaking and I broke it in a young world. So true, so true. Listen. Okay, already we're in questionable territory, but it gets worse. Can't expect a college girl to be grown. I can't give what so-and-so says. Crushes hurt both ways. What on earth what I'm supposed to do? Young girl, so in love with you. Wait, can't expect a college girl to be grown? So we're talking about someone who's barely an adult, if that. But then he says, still not quite 21? What on earth does that mean, Jay? Because not quite 21 could mean 20, could mean 19, could mean younger. And when you're a grown man in your position, that distinction matters. And he keeps going. So high strung, such a vibrant thing. I introduce myself, hi Miss Thing, you're 19? He literally says, you're 19? Child, I've heard enough. Now let's think about the optics here. Let's think about Beyonce, who was significantly younger than Jay when they got together. Let's think about an industry that has a long documented history of powerful men and young women, sometimes girls. And let's think about Jay-Z professing his love for young girls in his own music, saying his songs are his life story, and now we're supposed to believe this is just art? Now, some of y'all might be thinking, it's just a song, it's just art. But when you connect the dots, when you look at the pattern, it hits different. So celebrity psychic Sloan Bella, and before y'all come for me about psychics, just hear me out, she's been saying for months that Jay-Z would be next after Diddy. She specifically predicted that he and Beyonce would be leaving the United States. She said they would be taking up residence abroad, getting out before things got too hot. And now we're hearing rumors that they're actively looking at properties outside of America. Why though? Why would two of the most powerful, wealthy, established celebrities in American entertainment suddenly need to relocate to another country? If you have nothing to hide, if you have nothing to worry about, why run? The optics are bad, y'all. Really bad. Because it looks like they're trying to get ahead of something. It looks like they know what's coming and they're trying to position themselves out of reach before the walls close in. And with 50 Cent announcing this documentary, with the Diddy case still unfolding and people digging into WHO was at those parties who participated, the timing of a potential exit from the country is very interesting. And then there's the DNA test he's been running from for years. Y'all remember that? Let's talk about Rymir Satterthwaite. For those who don't know, Rymir has been trying to get Jay-Z to take a paternity test for years. He claims Jay is his father, and there's actually some compelling circumstantial evidence. But Jay-Z, he's been dodging this DNA test like it's the plague. Now, if you're not the father, wouldn't you just take the test and clear your name? Wouldn't you want to definitively prove that this person is wrong so you can move on with your life? But Jay won't do it. He's fought it legally. He's avoided it. He's done everything possible to not submit to that DNA test. And now we got to ask, what's he hiding? Is it just that he doesn't want to acknowledge a potential child from an affair? Or is it something deeper? Is it related to the timing of when that child would have been conceived and how old the mother might have been? Because when you start looking at patterns, when you look at the young girl lyrics, when you look at the age gaps in his relationships, when you look at his refusal to take a DNA test, you start to see a picture forming. And it's not a good picture. 50 Cent's documentary is probably going to dig into all of this. And if we thought the Diddy documentary was explosive, this one might be absolutely nuclear. Here's why this could be worse than the Diddy situation. The Diddy documentary exposed parties, abuse, trafficking allegations, all kinds of dark stuff. It was bad, really bad, but Jay-Z is arguably even more powerful, even more connected, even more protected by the industry. If 50 Cent is going after him this hard, if he's willing to produce an entire documentary, that means he either has receipts or he's confident he can get receipts. And when 50 says this documentary might involve underage activities, even though he's being coded about it, we all know what that implies. We're potentially talking about a situation that goes beyond adult relationships and power dynamics. We're potentially talking about something that crosses legal lines. The industry has protected Jay-Z for decades. He's been untouchable. He's been the blueprint, the mogul, the icon. But if this documentary comes out and exposes what people have been whispering about for years, that protection might crumble. And then there's Beyonce. What does she know? What has she known? Is that why they might be leaving the country, not just to protect him, but to protect her from being implicated or questioned? Poor Beyonce, honestly. What must she be thinking about all of this? About these lyrics resurfacing, about the allegations, about the potential documentary? Is she standing by her man, or is she making her own exit strategy? So here's what I need from y'all. Go listen to that song. Link is in the description. Then come back and tell me, is this just artistic expression, or is this a confession hidden in plain sight? Are these just lyrics or receipts? Because 50 Cent seems to think they're receipts, and he's about to present them to the world. This is Celebrity Scandalous, and y'all, this documentary is going to break the internet. Make sure you're subscribed because we're going to cover every development as it happens. Drop your theories in the comments, hit that like button if this tea was scalding, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Stay messy, stay informed, and remember, sometimes the truth is hiding in the lyrics.